morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, February the 3rd, I believe, the day after Groundhog Day. Once again, the weatherman was incorrect. Yesterday forecasted maybe 2 to 3 centimeters. Instead, we got about 8 to 10 centimeters. So once again, we're out here doing one of our favorite things to do this winter. Our winter sport is clearing snow. Got a full crew in this morning. So I got my two partners out there in the plow trucks doing their thing. I'm doing the bigger areas, pushing the bigger banks. Do some blade work first, and then later on I'll be dropping the blade and I'll have to do some bucket work. We have to get all the snow piles out the parking lots and make sure the corners and the turns are clear, there's no blind spots. So, day after Groundhog Day. So apparently the groundhogs are telling us that it's going to be an early spring. Be kind of nice, some warm weather back, be able to do some fishing and some camping, some boating. I'll be done with this white stuff for a couple months, warmer temperatures. Still only a long time to wait for Christmas. 324 days for Christmas, so I guess I'm gonna have to be patient. It's gonna take a while to get here. So come along for the ride. I'll do a few video clips of the different areas that I have to plow, and then maybe a little clip of dropping the blade and then starting some bucket work. Get things all cleared up. Property here is about 125 acres. We maintain all of the property, so it's a fair amount of area to clear of snow. And then as I'm going through, you can see our snow piles are getting pretty big. No snow cross this year, which is too bad because a lot of snow would have been a good year for the snow cross track. But it is what it is. Pay attention here as I'm backing up. Don't want to squash any little people. Pretty good visibility from the cab, but I do have a pretty large blind spot behind me when I'm backing up. I got 4 mirrors. Pretty much see everything behind me, but because of the size of the loader and the motor is behind the cab, so it leaves quite a large blind spot. If someone were to stop right behind me, I would never see them. And that would not be a good thing. So I hope you're all having a good winter. As I said, the weatherman said expect 2 to 3 centimeters of snow, which would have been 1 inch to 1.5 inches. Instead, woke up this morning and we had closer to 8 to 10 centimeters, between 5 and 6 inches of snow. Which, you know, just to do a small driveway or a small area wouldn't be a big deal, but when you have parking for, you know, 1,500 vehicles to clear, and then the farm to clear, and all the access roads, it becomes a little bit of a job, so it's going to take us a few hours to get it all done. But got my trusty old cat out here. She's doing her job, she's working hard. We're going to get her all done. Valentine's Day's coming up pretty soon. Everyone's going to have to take care of their sweethearts. But just don't forget to take care of your spouses at the same time. Just kidding. That was a joke. My sweetheart is my wife. No offense or buts about it. My little house dragon. I'm back with a full tank of gas. Cut around this corner here. going to stop this little clip here. I'll pick you guys back up when I'm going down the field down the west property line. So won't be long. Be right back. Welcome back. Notice now the scenery is a little bit different. I'm just running down the roadway we maintain down our west property line. A little explanation why we do this. We have an underground waste treatment plant, and our main field bed that we discharge to is approximately a kilometer away from the treatment plant. So we have two 6-inch discharge lines that discharge the processed effluent from a pump chamber underground for approximately a kilometer out into the field where our main field bed is. So I maintain a roadway so that I can do weekly checks, run down the road, make sure we don't have any water coming to the surface, which would indicate a break in the line. A few years back, we did have a break in the line. We caught it right away, and unfortunately it was the middle of January, 40 below. We still had to get some heavy equipment out and dig the spot up and repair the broken pipe. There was frost damage, which was surprising. That year we did not have a lot of snow, even though the pipes are buried 8 feet below grade. One of them still managed to break. We suspect it was frost damage. When we dug the hole to get down to the damaged pipe, we had frost over 6 feet deep. So it was kind of surprising. First time that's happened in 26 years. So the effluent that we're discharging to the field bed is fully treated. It's tested 3 times a week. Quarterly samples go to the lab, make sure that basically what we're discharging to the field bed is pretty much potable water. So that's the main reason why we maintain this access road, and it gives us an opportunity to keep an eye on the property line. I don't know if you noticed, but just went past the no trespassing sign there. There's a couple more no trespassing signs coming up. We have to keep adding more and more signs. We have a lot of snowmobilers in our region. They like to enjoy their winter sport, get out and do their thing. But unfortunately, there's always a few bad apples in every basket. Our property is legally posted, it's private property. But we have to post additional no trespassing signs because a few bad apples like to come and tear through our fields. The reason why that's an issue is we have expensive infrastructure in our fields. Having a licensed wastewater treatment plant, we have to maintain and monitor test wells in our fields. Areas such as our property lines, our halfway boundary lines, etc. And with the white snow, these test wells unfortunately are white. We have large safety pylons on most of them, but these get buried with snow drifts and different snow, so they're very, very difficult to see in the fields. If you work here, you know where they are. You know where they're located in the fields. But when you're ripping through at 50, 60, 80 miles an hour on a snowmobile, you're never going to see them. The snowmobiles do come very close to them when they're tearing through our fields. And if they damage one, or hit one, they're plastic pipes, and they're just going to snap off. To repair or replace those test wells, depending which one it is and the depth that it's at, it will cost us in the neighborhood of $5,000 to $8,000. So that's the reason why we don't want people trespassing with motorized vehicles through our fields. We welcome foot traffic. We have a lot of regulars who come and they'll walk their dogs, turn them loose, let them go nuts in the fields. Walk the pathways we have out here, and that's all great. We love to see people out and around, but we can't have the motorized vehicles in the field, the quads and side-by-sides in the summer, and the snowmobiles in the winter. Unfortunately, It's impossible in a truck or a plow or a payloader to stop these snowmobilers. They just don't stop for us. And it's very difficult for the police to respond and catch them as well. So it's an ongoing issue. I don't know what the solution is. Over the years, we've managed to stop a couple, explain the situation to them. They were apologetic. We haven't seen those people back. But the bad cats are the one that don't stop for us. And if and when we do catch them or track them down, then we'll definitely be issuing them a trespass notice. If they're unfortunate enough to hit one of our wells, then of course we're going to hold them responsible for damages, so we can recover some of the costs of replacing or repairing those wells. So many people have asked me in passing why we maintain this road, and I share the reason and explanation with them. It's not that we're unfriendly people. We don't want anyone to get hurt. We don't want any of our infrastructure to get damaged. So that's the reason why. And we have to keep it open all winter, because after several snowfalls, it becomes a very big job. It becomes extremely difficult to start from scratch and open things up, and it doesn't permit us to do our weekly inspections. Preventative maintenance, is worth a lot. So that's why. That's the explanation. So I'm gonna quit this clip here while I turn around and finish this run, and then I'll pick it up again later on when I'm get closer to dropping the blade to do some bucket work. So hang out for a bit. I will be right back. Well, now it's time to drop the big blade, and we're going to move on to a little bit of bucket work clearing the snow. The loader feels much lighter now. It's going to be much smoother to operate as well. A big blade. It's a 16-foot angle blade. Extremely well built. Heavily built. I figure that thing's got to weigh, it's just got to weigh close to 1,200 pounds. It's pretty heavy, but it does a nice job, especially when it comes to pushing large amounts of snow or pushing back the snowbanks. So we're going to scoot over to the other end of the property. Probably do a little cleanup in an area where the snow kind of piles up. It's against the fence line, so we really have no place to push it. So it just builds up and narrows the entryway and makes it a little difficult to get in and clean up. Just excuse me for a minute here, I gotta talk to the boys. Can one of you guys take the time to plow all the snow piles so that it's nice and smooth for Andy to drive the loader when he removes the piles off the parking lot?
Already done.
Did you say already done?
Yeah, I plowed some areas so I can get in there with the loader.
Okay, just so, because if it's not plowed and then you drive on it and you pack it, it makes it extremely rough, and then you'll be dropping snow from the bucket all over the place.
Yep, I already plowed 2 trails so I can get to the snow pile.
Okay, thank you.
Well, on the firewood right now.
I'm just going over on the tarmac here to do some bucket work. Hopefully I can get her done without sliding into the fence. So I think there's pretty good traction up there, but I'm going to go check her out and see. If it seems a little sketchy, then I'll probably leave it for another day.
Copy that.
So the opening here is a little tight for a big piece of equipment. The plow trucks get in and out, service trucks get in and out okay. But as you can see, the snow is starting to build up, so we're going to do our best to clean this out without getting ourselves into a pickle. That's the trick. We absolutely do not want to spin the tires in here in any way, shape, or form, because the surface is sloped towards the fence, and if we spin the tires, that would be disastrous, because the loader is going to slide sideways, downhill. And this little kitty cat weighs just over 30,000 pounds, so once she starts sliding, she doesn't stop. Well, that little push went okay. Now we'll go back, we'll take another bite. Might not be a good idea to video this while I'm doing it, because if I get myself into a pickle, then everyone's going to be able to laugh at me because I documented it and shared it with everyone. So, historically speaking, I usually don't record my mistakes. There we go. Let's take another bite here, and seems to be going pretty good. We have to maintain this area, make it easily accessible, because there's an access door and a ramp here, a set of double doors. If for some reason an ambulance has to come into the property, this is the quick and easiest access point for them for emergency services. So it's important that we keep the area accessible so an ambulance can get up in here and turn around and load its cargo and do their thing. Also, for bringing large equipment in and out of the second level of the building, anything that won't fit in an elevator, then this is the area we use to bring it into the building. An important point of entry. What a beautiful day today. The weatherman said our high today was, I think, going to be minus 12, and I think we're already at minus 6 Celsius. So it's just absolutely gorgeous. Periodically, off and on, I find myself thinking how nice it would be to be out in the bush today, or to be ice fishing someplace, but hey, gotta work so we can pay for our toys and pay for our leisure time, pay for all the things we like to do. So, well, this is going extremely well. Traction is really good. The surface isn't slippery. So nothing exciting going to be happening here. So I think at this point, I'm going to wish everybody a good day. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the nice mild temperatures while it lasts. Get out and play in the snow if you have snow. Get out and warm yourself in the sunshine if you're in the sunny south and you don't have snow. Mind you, we have friends down in Florida, and the past week they've had some pretty miserable weather. Snow, frost, freezing temperatures. So it hasn't been nice for them at all. So take care, everyone. Be safe, and we'll catch you later. Thanks for coming along. Bye for now.